So I graduated from a pretty prestigious engineering program at University of Toronto called Engineering Science. I specialized in electrical and computer engineering. Coming out of university, I worked for a big company, big corps, and I realized that's not really what I wanted. I've always wanted to kind of start my own practice, but I didn't really have a brilliant idea about a particular product. But overall, like an enthusiasm for technology, basically building products, the process of developing solutions, right? So starting things out, I was working by myself, and later kind of slowly built a team. And as you've introduced, I've done some work on my own for like TS, Toronto Stock Exchange, Thomson Reuters, Citco, as more of a technical specialist or a consultant, and also in the process of building out the team, we've helped numerous amount of startup and sometimes even help startup to become enterprise. A successful example would be like something like AXIA or and helped several projects to really pass their most difficult time and the product development stage. I would say even probably since the inception, probably helped over 30 small to medium sized businesses, sometimes even help them successful to grow into larger enterprises. Yeah.
Another question, just to kind of lead way through your experience. You gained so much experience and knowledge in I would say a short time period compared to a lot of individuals. How much stress did you gain, and how much excitement did it give you when you finally got all the experience you've gotten?
Oh geez, this is it comes in hand in hand.
Really?
There's a reason why it's a stereotype that people in tech space tend to lose hair. It's all coming from the stress, right? So
yeah.
To this day, the stress is still part of the daily life. You still have to deal with production issues, still have to deal with like writing the source code and testing it. Correct. And sometimes when you don't directly work on it, it's even more stressful because you don't know, because right now I'm in a stage where there are developers who's working on it, who's working under me, and there's project managers in place, but you feel the nerve, right? You feel like you're on the edge a lot. You don't know what's going to happen if something were to go wrong. Everything's out there in public on smart contract, and it's just you feel like you're exposed a lot, and you really need to take time to make sure that nothing could go wrong. But even then, like still sometimes things could go wrong, right?
Yeah.
So there's definitely a lot of stress, which makes it rewarding when everything works out perfectly. Things are smooth sail, and you see the product getting launched. Those are all like great signals, right? So
yeah,
I think the excitement comes with stress, and there's definitely a lot of both.
I've gotten these questions from viewers that asked, and I'm gonna ask it to you.
Sure.
So this one viewer asked, if you were to go into blockchain, do you consider it as similar to gambling, and is it the better way of gambling?
Are you talking about investment, or are you talking about
investment?
Tech?
I believe this viewer is talking about investment. Yes.
So there's obviously multiple investment strategies in the crypto space. For instance, one example would be the traditional VC way of doing this, where they diversify their portfolio, do a lot of research, and
correct,
they actually raise funds. So it's like an economy of scale. You have a large amount of money putting into the cryptocurrency portfolio, and they do thorough research like a VC fund. And people who follow that strategy tend to do really well because overall, over extended period of time, cryptocurrency it definitely has a lot of potential and great outlook. At least I think so, right? And then these people are the people who put in the hours, do thorough research, have a strong understanding about the entire space, who's reliable, who's not, who does their homework, and they do it with a large amount of money, and they do it in a way where it's diversified, and it's not like they're betting on one thing, right? So that's one strategy that worked.
High risk but high rewarding businesses to get into. But if you have the passion of your restaurant it has the chance of growing, just like what he
Yeah,
had
yeah,
in the vision
exactly.
of that
If
growing.
you have the knowledge, if you run like operating in restaurants for like dozens of years, and right now
Yeah.
you're hitting a bad like economic like recession,
Hmm.
and you have the passion, you have the beliefs, and you have the knowledge and the skills. That's also very incredibly important, right? Like and you fight through this difficult time, right? And you
Yeah.
end up succeeding because in a bear market, in a economic recession, they tend to weed out some of the companies who are weaker, whether it's like the
Correct.
founders who don't have character like they have bad finances, right? So it's the same thing here. Like CZ just had a lot of character in him. He has the knowledge, he has the skill, and he also has the belief and the passion. So it
Mm.
really is like a force of nature that, and there's many factors at play here, but I don't recommend everyone to try to replicate that success.
Correct.